Hi, I'm Dr. Gav Schneider. Let's talk about cognitive dissonance and why it's important for decision-making, high performance, leadership, and risk management. One of the challenges we've got is that we make most of our decisions using what the late Dr. Daniel Kahneman referred to as System 1, our intuitive, instinctive part of the brain. The challenge we have, though, is when we are confronted with facts, information, or evidence that may be contrary to a deeply held belief, it creates a state of cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance can be defined in many ways, but one of the easiest ways to understand it is it makes us feel uncomfortable. We feel like we're in a state of dis-ease. We don't like where we're at when we're confronted with that sort of information. And to overcome it, we tend to come up with narratives or come up with ways of making us feel better to defend the existing beliefs we have. So one of the interesting pieces is cognitive bias management is really important, as we've discussed in a previous video, but equally being able to identify when you fall into a state of cognitive dissonance and then be able to unpack why and practically open yourself up to the ability to change your perspective or your belief based on the best available information and evidence at the time enables better decision making. So part of our challenge is not just being able to tackle cognitive dissonance in ourselves, but equally being able to identify when it happens in others so that we can actually look to achieve good outcomes. So part of the challenge is if our idea of being right is being able to convince you with evidence that my fact and my position is the correct position, but that's causing you to have cognitive dissonance, I may actually be eroding trust. So one of the interesting pieces is if we can build strong trust in relationships, it's easier to tackle dissonance and more easy to get aligned decision making that creates a better outcome.